welcome to my channel. So tonight I am going to work on my entry for the open collaboration co-hosted by Martha at Martha Makes Art, and it is called Shuffle Cut Create. And in that collaboration she takes 2 decks of cards and she draws a card from each deck, and on those cards she has written different words, and so she just picks a card from each deck, and she has come up with some really fun prompts. I've done a few. I'm a little behind on getting them done, but this week was automobile expression. Now, if she says you could ad lib where you want to, draw a wild card if you want to, substitute one of the words, but I always try to take them kind of literal when I do them. I've done a paper student, I've done futuristic tea, can't remember the other, but anyway, this one is automobile expression, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just putting down here, I'm going to do kind of like a surreal collage. It's not going to be to scale, it's not going to make perfect sense, so it's going to be a little bit surreal. So we're going to cut out some automobiles here. And I'm looking for some that have a big enough grill. Cars always look like they have an expression anyway, so I'm kind of going to just run with that idea. So if you haven't subscribed to Martha's channel, you want to go over and do that. It's a lot of fun. She does lives and she has different art prompts, not just this one. She has I can't think, just an art one, and she has a different prompt each month. Sorry, I can't remember the name of that one right off the top of my head, but anyway, go over and subscribe to her channel because it's a lot of fun to work on all the prompts that she comes up with. So, and it's a chance like this one was just fun. It wasn't anything huge, or you could make it that way if you want to, but for me it's always a chance to just have some fun time and see what I can create to match Martha's prompts that she comes up with. So all right, so far I have cut out my 3 cars, and I just went online, printed out these little cartoon faces, and I'm putting them there on the front, and I am going to color them. The color works well on the magazine page because it's got that slippery kind of shiny surface, but on the paper it kind of stuck, so I have some little spots that don't look great, but that's okay, it was still fun. So all right, my only escape that I could find was the one where the train was, and it was out in the country, so I wanted it to look like cars that were leaving the city, and so I just put this little cityscapes in the back just to give the impression of, not that it's perfect and they're not sitting in the middle of the field, just the idea that the city's back there behind us. And here it's a little creek, but I want to turn it into a little road and put my car on top of that, so I'm just coloring it gray, and then I'm going to add the little lines. So here I just want to kind of make it look like another road coming through. Maybe he's coming in from the side road. So he's going to meet up with the other road here in just a minute. But he too is leaving the city. Okay, here's this little guy. He's coming in on the road. He's got bright red. And so I'm just going over them with their, I think, watercolor markers. I use them for a lot of different things, but I'm just highlighting the cars, making them look a little more cartoonish, the brighter colors. Now we're going to start with his eyes. And then there's his mouth. They were just little cartoon faces I printed, so it was just fun. So again, we're not to scale. We're just doing a little surreal collage. This car, way bigger than the other car, but we'll just pretend like he's way up front and the little red car is way in the back somewhere. So have the fine food sign up there on the buildings. So again, just to imply there's a city back there, filling in the sky with an airplane. And just touching up some highlights. I like to go over, even if you use a magazine page, I like to go over it with these markers, and it just makes the colors darker. Or if it's a surface, I tried the watercolors, they didn't want to stick on the shiny surface, but I always like to just color and make it come to life a little bit more than just on a flat page. So if you just go over your magazine page with a marker, or even acrylic paint if you wanted to paint over the whole thing, that just gives more dimension and a little more life to the picture. So I'm just coloring in the mountain here. Sorry, you can see my head over on one side. Sorry about that. And again, I'm just touching up the grass, adding some greens and some yellows just to make different layers. So again, you guys go over and check out Martha's channel. It is Martha Makes Art. And again, she has different collaborations. This one is called Shuffle, Cut, Create. If you haven't done one of them before, go back on the playlist and start from day one, because they are so fun. I can tell you there's one about farm and dishes or something like that I'm still working on, and I'll have to show her that one sometime soon, but I'm putting a lot of work into that one, I think. But anyway, go over there and start at the beginning, or start this week on her collaborations. It's a lot of fun to just kind of hang out with Martha, especially on her lives. She's just so calm and just talks to you the whole time she's on her lives, and it's really a lot of fun. So appreciate the collaborations, Martha. Thank you very much. Every time I do one, you draw very creative words that we have to kind of stretch our imagination with. So okay, finishing up here after I put in some greens and yellows and a few more highlights on my page. I do stick the words down that were printed with the little faces that I printed out. And the little red car in the back is worried. The green car is aggravated. And the little gray car says tender. He has really tender emotions there. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. Go over and check out Martha's channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.